Report and a whole lot more. Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey. Congressman, thanks so much for joining Newsline on this Friday. Great to see you.
It's good to be here with you, and this is a very important time in history.
So we're watching, Congressman, obviously, this release of hostages that Hamas has released, the ceasefire over the next 4 days that's taking place in Gaza. But here at home, there's a lot of concern because there are at least 10 Americans that we're aware of that are probably part of this group of hostages. The Biden administration, we're told, was instrumental in brokering this release of the hostages. Your thoughts on the Biden administration's ability to get these deals done when there's obviously immense pressure and the president, of course, is spending his Thanksgiving in Nantucket?
Well, I don't know if Nantucket's the place to be, but nevertheless, that's where he's spending it. Secondly, if we hadn't had weak policies with Iran, and our policies with Iran are still weak, all of this wouldn't have happened. When, we released basically money to Iran, which was refrozen. However, when we took the sanctions off of Iran, that enabled them to have the money to export terrorism around the world and in the Middle East. And also, it gave the money to enrich uranium. We did the wrong thing. Weakness creates war, creates disaster. So that's what I have to say about the administration. Am I glad some of this seems to be working out? And understand how unfair this is, and I think that you do. So we're going to release 150 terrorists, people who have been convicted of terrorism, and they're going to release 50, hopefully, at least in the beginning here, individuals who are hostages, innocents, men, women, and children, many of whom mothers and fathers were killed, brothers and sisters were killed. So there's no equality here, but we want them back so much. And we love our families so much, and it's the American way, and it's the Israeli way. But we're far from being done. When this is all over, wherever it's going to end, Hamas has to be wiped off the face of the earth. They killed men, women, children. They raped women. They beat them. They paraded them. They murdered them. What they have done is truly the face of evil. So, again, it's an unequal exchange. But at this point, we want to get our people back, and I pray to God that we get all of them. I personally think, and I hope I'm wrong, nobody knows for sure, I think Hamas is going to play games on this.
Yeah, there is that concern, and you're absolutely right, Congressman. I think some, perhaps on the far left around the world, hoping that this pause right now will lead to an ultimate slowdown of this momentum and a total ceasefire. But you're absolutely right. Netanyahu has said they will not stop until Hamas is eradicated. And we learned just moments ago that President Biden will be speaking today from Nantucket following the release of these hostages. What would be your message to the president right now, and what do you hope to hear from him today?
What I hope to hear from him is, obviously, we're all glad whatever hostages have been returned. Let's get all these children and women first, older people, senior citizens. I know there's some older folks we didn't expect to be coming back today. Glad that they are, but we've got to get, Americans, number one, we've got to get them home. My second message is, I'm so glad he interrupted his vacation for a little bit, but we've got serious issues here, and this needs 24/7 attention. I'm sure some of his staff is giving that, but we need executive leadership. My third message would be support Israel, support what they're doing. Again, if we are weak in our support, and he says the right words, but then he turns around and kind of hints at wanting a ceasefire or the interruption. You know what really should happen here? And it's not going to because of the policies we have. Hamas should lay down their arms. Hamas should recognize Israel. Hamas, Hezbollah, other groups, and Iran should no longer engage in this kind of warfare. Those are the things that should happen. Israel needs to do what it's getting done there. And when you talk about interruptions and ceasefires, you know why Hamas is a little bit anxious to do this now? Because they're getting whipped. I mean, the Israeli army is the best, and they are going in there and they're doing a job. So we need to be strong. When you are weak, and I would say this to the president, you found out how weakness goes. You found out that the war in Ukraine started because you didn't nip it in the bud at the very beginning. You found out what happened here in Israel, and you found out in Afghanistan when you left prematurely, a really stupid way what happened. It's all due to weakness. If you are strong, no country will attack you.
Indeed, Congressman Jeff Van Drew of the great state of New Jersey. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. Have a great weekend, and thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, folks, stay with us more as we watch the